2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. Now this time he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Jack Crawford in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down.
Mike 45. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On fourth down, Watson. Forced out to his left. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. 45. Come on, let's go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Just keeping the play alive. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They come out here in the eye. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Exit.
Watson off play action. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, first and 10 at their own 26. And some space here. Lamar Miller past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 74 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Bill O'Brien with a call here. We'll go for 2.
Watch that.
They'll try and run it in with Miller. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, blue 80. Blue 80.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Ryan to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. 64 yards. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Turn around fast.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Lamar Miller, he's at the 50, the 30, 20. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
You ready? You ready? You ready?
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, get ready, get ready. Watch the run, watch the run. This top, baby, that's big top. You go tight, you got tight, you got.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Watch the shit, watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit, watch the shit.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 20, 20. Check 55 to Mike. Smooth. Go. Let's go.
Now Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
Well, in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, right at the 30.
On three. Motion. Ain't no time now.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Jordan Thomas, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Just a Pittsburgh. Tighten up. Pull it together.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, defense.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Flushed out right. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Let's put that team on the block.
Faking the give, now Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Justin Hardy. 61 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Oh, shit.
So they boost their advantage here in the fourth quarter. And don't get me wrong, you take the points. I guess the only downside is didn't really get to milk any of the clock here in this last quarter.
But they'll take the points because, as you and I both know, here in the fourth quarter, things intensify. And while they may not have taken firm command of the game, it does give them a little bit of a cushion.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
What is that? 19? 59.
Yeah, he keeps trying to run back to that shit.
Off play action. Watson. Going up top. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Isaiah.
He out of there. Yeah, he like an 80 or 81 or some shit. I gotta get rid of his ass. Yeah, he stuck.